What's up guys, it's X2Rabbit2X here, and I'm back with some more Minecraft modding made easy. Now, I am really excited because apparently people like the series, and I've been getting a lot of suggestions, and that's actually what today's tutorial is going to be on. Is actually 2 suggestions I've gotten in the comments so far. I'll probably put the names like right here, right now. You should probably see them right now. Yeah. One of them is how to make blocks drop items, which would be really easy. I mean, like right here you see it returns a block, so the person wants to see how it could return an item, and we're gonna do that in a second. But the other one is what I thought was really cool, how to make a block, or let's say cutting down a piece of wood or something, give you XP, those little XP orbs. Now that was pretty cool. It took me a little while to figure out, I guess, but I did not save any notes, so I'm gonna have to do this from scratch again. So, let's. I don't know. I kind of want to do the orbs first, cause those make more sense. Okay, let's do the orbs first. So let's look at the entity XP orb.java. You're gonna open this up, and you're gonna see that this class has a constructor that is pretty much this. Now you want to copy this, copy, and then go to your blockium.java or whatever your normal class is, I guess. And for now, let's just comment that out. But basically, that's the constructor. Alright, there it is. And yeah, that's pretty much a constructor right there. So let's leave that here. And next, let's look in the block.java class. Now you see this blockium extends block. So let's look in block.java, and I don't know what could possibly make where am I going? What could possibly make the orbs drop? So the only logical place to look is into the method that actually drops the blocks. Now see here, it is drop block as item. This is a method that when you mine, like if you dig through dirt, it'll give you a dirt block. This is it. So you see, when you call this method, it's a final method, so we can't overwrite that. But it does call the drop blocks as item with chance method, and it's this one. And since this one's not final, we can overwrite that. So go ahead and copy that whole method from block.java. Copy. And then let's go to our blockium.java, and let's just paste it right under quantity dropped. Now, this is pretty much it. This is where it drops. So it goes through all this, whatever. This pretty much means like whatever. I'm not gonna explain this, but this pretty much means the item, it drops the block as an item. Well, it drops whatever this is as an item. Now right now we have this set as the block itself. So let's go I'm not gonna do the item just yet, but we do have this constructor here. Now what do we do with this constructor that could possibly spawn it in the world? So let's go, this is the method that they call to drop items when you mine blocks. Now let's go ahead, and since the world object is world, this is how you put new entities into the world. You would do world dot entity joined world, and then you would do new, and then copy this without the public. Copy this exact thing. Oh, why you? Okay, and you pretty much have this. Now you make sure to put a semicolon at the end. Now you're gonna have errors with this, and that's because this is the constructor. And in order to, make this work, we just need to fill it with objects. We don't need the variable types. So let's go with world. Since world is being passed into the method, world is an object of world. Now these ones, instead of D, it would be I, but I is an int, and this requires. Wait, it's not giving me an error. What? Hold Okay, let's try that. Next one is J, as you see up there. And next one is K. That's weird, it was giving me an error before. And now the last one, the last int in the XP orb constructor is actually the XP strength. Now let's look at this. When we look in the I, int I, XP value equals I. Now that's like the strength of the XP. And what that is actually at level 0, if we put this to 1, at level 0 we would get 2.5 bubbles of XP each time we mine it, or each time we mine the ore. So let's just put this to, I don't know, let's make it 100. That's gonna make us level like a lot, but 1 is like, you know, it's decent, and for mining, it's actually pretty decent if you put on a pretty common ore, because you just keep leveling up without having to kill anything. So, I mean, this should work, so let's try it out. Let's save it. Let's go to our MCP folder. Gonna recompile. Now, yeah, I mean, I don't have any notes for this right now, but that's basically what modding is. You can go in any class. Like I went to entityxp.orb, I went to block.java, and whatever else. You can go. You have to go through different classes to figure out what you can get from one class to another. Like I'm not the kind of guy to just show you, like, here you go, copy and paste this, and you'll do this. I kind of want people to, you know, to be like, hey, you taught me how to mod, and I made my own mods with my own ideas, not just what you made. And that's, I don't know, I think it's kind of cool. Alright, so I have this little preset single player world that I got. Now, let's go test this out. If we mine stone, we don't get anything. Okay. Let's, if we hit grass, we don't get anything. If we hit soil, we don't get anything. Okay. Let's try to mine our block. Oh, there you go, see? What happened there? No XP orb? Mine this. Oh, XP orb. XP orb. XP orb. XP orb. Now, you see I'm level 18 already. Like, this is pretty crazy XP. And that's why you don't want to set it to 100. And on the orb strength. So, I mean, what? Yeah, as you can see, like, this is really, really overpowered. Now, what can we do about that? Like, see, like, you could just do this and then put the orbs back down and remine them, and you just keep leveling. So, I guess if you want to make a mod like this, which would be really cool. I mean, I thought this was a really great idea. Whoever suggested this, I don't remember it off the top of my head, but it was a really good idea. And yeah, I hope I see a mod like this soon, because you should be able to get XP for just skilling. And I mean, just like mining and whatnot, you don't have to be killing. So you see what I did there? I kind of just, you can replant them down, and then you get XP over and over. So it's really easy to farm XP. Now, so this is not good to do on a really common ore. So you want to make your ore like uncommon. And this actually leads me to my next, I guess, mod, is how to make a block drop an item instead of a block. Now this is really good, because that means that if you drop an item, it will not drop a block that you can put down again, so it's not repeatable XP and you can't farm it over and over again. So let's go to oh yeah, block or .java. And here we can see that this is basically ID dropped. This is what we want in our blockium right here. ID dropped, mod blockium, whatever, and it drops a blockium block. Now in block.java, in ID drop, they have these if statements. Like if the block is a coal, then you want to drop the item coal instead of the ore itself. Same with diamond, same with lapis. So this is pretty much what we want. So let's just go ahead and copy this item.coal.shifted-index. And let's go back to our blockium, and let's go to our ID dropped and just paste that in. Now, oops, what is this? Why does shifted index not work? Diamond not shifted index. Why does that not work? Oh, semicolon. That'd be a pretty good thing to put at the end of the command, I guess. Okay, so right now, if we went ahead, sorry for that. If we went ahead and tried to mine this ore, we would get coal back. So let's go and change this. And since we made our blocking crossbow with Modloader instead of just putting it in game to improve compatibility, it won't be item.coal. It'll actually be mod blockium crossbow like as you see, as I have mod blockium crossbow.java. If I go in here, I made an object called blockium xbow with a capital X, and that's what you want. So instead of coal, you would replace blockium xbow, and the shifted index stays because even though this mod blockium is not like it's made by Modloader, let's go to item. Well, basically, yeah, there's an item blockium crossbow.java also, and I don't feel like finding it right now. But that is an item, and it does extend the item class, so it does have its own shifted index, which pretty much it's like an ID, but for items. So now, if we went ahead and mined the blockium blocks, we would get a blockium crossbow back, and then we would also get a XP orb of 100 strength. Now, I mean, that's still, pretty strong, I guess, because as of now, my blockium blocks are pretty common. So what we can do is actually make an if statement, and we can make this so there's a random drop rate, but like maybe like a 50% drop rate. So we can go ahead and do that by doing if, and then we can do, okay, we already imported our random, so let's actually go ahead and above the constructor make a random rand equals random equals new random, and then parentheses open and closing. So now that we have a random variable, we want to go ahead and in our if statement, let's do if rand.nextInt 2 means it's gonna generate random integers from 0 to 1. It's 2, but it goes from 0 to 1. So if rand.nextInt is from like 0 to 1 equals 1, then it goes ahead and performs this line of code. Now this pretty much means there's a 50% chance of the block dropping XP, which is a lot better. And if you were to put this on a tree or something, like if you were going to have wood drop XP, you would want to put this like maybe like 10%, 5% to make it more fair. So like even if you do place down blocks, you're not getting that much XP, or something to make it fair. But I just wanted to show you this, just to show you that you can make it so it does not always drop the orb, and you can do the same with ID dropped. I mean, you can just do like random whatever, and if it does satisfy that, you would drop a blocking crossbow. If it doesn't, well, then you would drop nothing, so you would return nothing. Oops. Okay, so you'd return -1. I think that's nothing. So let's go ahead and save this. And I actually want to change something in here. I have to go in my item. Let's find item blockium crossbow. I wanted to change something in here, and if item dot dirt, no, I wanted to do block dot dirt dot block ID. So this pretty much means that instead of having to have arrows in my inventory to I guess you could say to shoot my crossbow, it doesn't check that if I have arrows in my inventory now. It checks if I have dirt in my inventory. So let's go ahead and do that. And we already crossed this line out. So entity player.inventory consume inventory. So it does not consume any arrows when we shoot, which is good because we're going to be using dirt, and it's not going to consume any dirt either. So that's great. So I think we're pretty much done right now. So let's go ahead and recompile. Man, I'm so sorry that these tutorials are so long, but I'm just trying to get as much in as I can. And I'm trying to more teach you guys on the basics of modding, I guess, instead of, like I said, just copy and paste, because that's not going to help you at all in your future modding. So let's go ahead and start the client. Kind of want to make this bigger. Alright. Let's go into our survival. And then we have our blocks here. Now, remember we set our drop rate to 50%. Oops, let me go ahead and do that. I hate when that happens. I hate when I get that achievement up there. So we set our drop rate to XP to 50%. Okay, so I got what is going on? Why is it? Okay, so I didn't get an XP orb there. So I guess the random drop rate of XP works. Why is it not dropping the crossbow though? That's what I want to know. Do I have to make a new world? Let me actually look at this. What is going on? The blockium. Return blockium not shifted index. It should be returning. That is really weird. Blockium. Huh. Oh man. Okay. Wow, I messed up. I definitely messed up on this tutorial. Okay, so I just remember that in the block they actually changed the ID dropped to they changed the ID dropped method to having 3 parameters. So even though we overwrote our method right here, it does. Right here, it does nothing. Like this method is never even called. So oh man, that sucks. Totally forgot about that. It's like a new change they added. So we're gonna want to put one more parameter in there. Man, now I feel horrible. So let's just do int y. And now this is the actual method that we overwrote that's actually being called. So, man. In my other tutorial I wrote, man, I might have to put an annotation in there or something. So, okay, so this is saved. Let's go ahead and recompile again. I'm fairly certain that this is going to work. I totally forgot about that because I used to have it in 1.8.1. I used to do some modding in there. And there was only 2 parameters, and now they added a 3rd parameter, I think in 1.0 or 1.9, I'm not sure. But, oh man, I feel so horrible. Alright, so we're going to start a client. And yeah, make sure, if you're watching this, make sure to go in your custom block class, and if you see ID dropped, make sure to put in 3 parameters, some int, then a random, and then another int. Because if you don't, it's just going to call the default ID dropped class, and that's just going to drop the block. It's not going to drop the whatever. Let's go ahead and see. It drops as a crossbow. Drops another crossbow. And now we have dirt. No, why you no work? No. No, why you no work? Alright, I guess I'll have to work on that a little more. Something with the arrows, I don't know. But it definitely needs arrows. But that's not what the tutorial's about. The tutorial's about getting items to drop. And then XP orbs having some kind of a drop rate also. And there you go, see. 3 blocks just gave me XP and 2 didn't. Oh, that one gave me XP, that one gave me XP, that one didn't. So yeah, I mean, it's all kinds of stuff that you can make it fair and whatnot. And wow, I have a lot of crossbows. I'll try to figure this thing out, how to make it shoot without arrows. But, I think I have to have arrows anyways. Alright, but, yeah. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video if you liked it. And I'm sorry again for that ID dropped thing I fooled you with. Yeah. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. I'm really having fun with this. If you want, you can leave suggestions in the comments. I do read them, and, I'm probably going to do more suggestions because people have some cool ideas out there. And, yeah, I mean, thanks for watching. See ya.